Hope everybody is doing well. This isn't like my traditional videos that I got on my channel, but I just thought I would just switch it up, see how things go, and just do some type of raw talk. Just talk about how decisions and life, like how decisions really dictate a lot of what can happen in your life, and it could be just one decision that could turn your whole life around. Um, I feel like in this format, I can truly tell some of my own stories. And if you find something that really sticks to you, it sticks to you. If you don't, you don't. But I'm just glad to just put out content because I'm always on TikTok and doing whatever on social media and kind of neglecting my YouTube channel. And I really like YouTube. I like how I can share messages on here and just see strangers from all over and get shown love and I show love back. Like it's really cool, to be honest. It's a great experience and I recommend a lot of people to do YouTube. If you don't even have a channel or if you thinking about having a channel, like just go for it, see how it goes and just go from there. See what it is. But really it's been a lot that's been on my mind, like a lot that I have been kind of working through as far as kind of not being too much in my head, but just wanting to kind of go with the flow with life and everything. Um, I feel like this year, like not a lot of things went as planned, but one thing I know for sure is I stayed truly disciplined to the things that I needed to stay disciplined to. And I feel like now that that has been put in play, like a lot of things that I've been doing, a lot of things have benefited from that. Like me just being disciplined and being on my stuff, like it translated to a lot of things. And I've been taking care of business, like I've been getting to it, you know. I've been doing well at job and just everything. And I don't know, a lot has truly changed. Like my mindset has truly changed. Like this past from last year to this year, definitely. Like man, talk about decisions, bro. Like last year was very pivotal for me cuz it was like I remember reaching a point to where everything felt like it was crashing down. And I felt the need to just leave the United States and just go somewhere else, to somewhere nobody knows me, and to see how that goes. And it turned out to be a great experience and it brought so much perspectives to me. And that's why I still dabble in it today. Like I'm like, dude, do I want to live abroad or like just stay in the States? Like I don't know. The That conversation is still up and at the age I'm at, and I turned 28 this year. So the thing is, like, I gotta make moves now. If I want to take risk, I gotta take the risk now. There is no thinking or like, nah. It'd be too late at that point. Cause by the time I'm 30, I see myself doing or accomplishing a lot more things, and I know I won't be able to not quite get to everything because I think about doing so many things at one time. I know it could be bad sometimes, but it could be good too. But yeah, like last year was insane. Just the people I met, the experiences I've had compared to this year, bro. Like this year was so calm. Like the talk about decisions, like as far as me taking off and staying focused on my job and making sure I'm staying on top of my fitness, health, all that good stuff. It was kind of tough, you know. I felt very isolated at certain times, and man, like I'm like I don't even how I'm here today right now, and it's been a lot, and I know that there is gonna be more hard times that I gotta work through, but I'll work through them times, and I know that I'll get through that stuff, and I'll be on that mountaintop eventually. I'll get over that hump, and I'll make it. But Yeah, as far as decisions go, guys, like there's so much that you can do or that you can get out of this life. One thing that I know is like life is truly it can be short, bro. Like it could be short. And we think that I feel like a lot of our perspective is like we got a long life ahead and we got a lot of time, but truly like life goes by so fast and I feel like you have to take advantage of every opportunity. One the other day I was even on my IG, I was like, yo, closed mouths do not get fed. So you have to jump on every risk. You gotta go after everything. Take all the shots. If you don't, you're just gonna be sitting there comfortable wherever you at. Bro, you if you want different, you have to do different. You have to change. That's one thing I've always had in my head. It was just like challenge brings change, bro. Like I have to be comfortable in these spaces where I usually don't feel comfortable. So you have to take the risk with a lot of things that you see yourself doing, that you kind of see yourself doing. Because, shoot, from my experience, I'm like, yeah, you don't want to sit on things until it's like the last minute. And then you finally feel like you got the confidence to go after something or the confidence to do certain things. And you could have been hopped on it. And that's something that I really hate for other people to do or like wait so late. Like, if you want to do something, go do it, bruh. It's nobody stopping you. The thing is, you're gonna have people that are going to judge you. You gonna have people that are going to not like what you're doing, regardless. So if you got people that's hating on you, or you got people that's not really agreeing with you, like you might as well do it anyway. That's what I'll be thinking. Like you might as well do it anyway. You always gonna have haters. You always gonna have other people's input or perspectives. Like so, you might as well do it because this is like your life, bro. You gotta remember it's your life. Like you're in charge of so much, and you have to make the decisions. And one thing I remember talking to this chick. Like I met this chick in Athens. No, this was on the island. This was on this island when I was in Greece. I met this chick from China, bro. Like it was crazy. Met a chick from China there. She told me all about Shanghai. I don't know how to say it properly, but Shanghai. And bro, like I was like, this isn't too far from America, and all the stuff that you're going through. I kind of be going through some of the same stuff, the work culture and everything. Like I work in corporate and all that stuff, so I kind of relate. And I was like, dang, this is shocker. This girl has never been to America, so it's crazy to hear what her perspective is and everything. But I remember one thing that stuck with me. She was always telling me to watch the Truman Show, and I like how she got so many messages from the Truman Show, and that expanded me to it. I never really paid attention to the Truman Show and that whole story. But one thing that stuck with me was like decisions, bro. Like I was talking to her about decisions one day, and we really got deep into the conversation. But one thing I was really pressed on was like I have to make the right decisions. Like I have to go do this. I have to do this, and I'm sitting there telling her all this stuff that like I have to do, and I got to make these right decisions. And I feel like I know like this is the right decision for me, and this will be it. But I remember she told me straight up, she's like, bro, like we don't know like what is the right and wrong decision for us. We just gotta jump, see where we land, and go from there. It could be a bad decision or it could be a good decision. Like you don't know until you do. And from that point on, that really stuck with me because I was like, dude, like this whole trip, I've been around people that I kind of see like they do more than they talk. And I feel like in the past I was more so talking than doing. So that was a change in mindset. And I know sometimes people like that can be reckless or like can seem like they out of order, like doing some crazy stuff, but sometimes it can be really good. So that's why like I always preach on my channel like just going after things and taking risks because the one opportunity or one chance, even with modeling, like I took modeling pretty serious probably like 2 years ago. And I was reaching out to so many people, bro. Like, I was reaching out to so many photographers. I was reaching out to modeling agencies. And I knew, like, I didn't have the exact image. Like, I knew that, dude, like, I don't have the correct height and maybe not the exact look that they looking for, but I know I can make room for myself in this industry and stand out and do my thing. And it's a work in progress, but that's what I did basically. I reached out to so many people, and luckily I had a good friend of mine that helped me too. My homeboy Chris, like, yo, this dude helped me out big time. Like, he basically networked for me and figured out what connections I could have, and through his connection. So it was kind of like, you know him through him, or you know this person through this person. So it's kind of like that's how it connected. But anyway, like, that really got me to the point where I'm at now. And it's like, I feel like I could take on bigger work with bigger brands. I feel like I can pretty much conquer a lot of things in that world. And it took me just really getting out my comfort zone and reaching out to people, because I was so scared to reach out to people. I was scared to reach out to people, and I was scared to, like, really put myself out there to where, man, will I look like an idiot chasing after this? Or will I look like an idiot DMing this person or emailing this person? And I know, like, some things I feel like I don't have together, or I don't fit the image quite. Bro, forget all of that. You got to forget all that. That's why I say, if you want to really achieve something, bro, go after it. See where you land, bro. Because you never know, like, it can turn out to be a completely different experience than you expected it. Which that was with me. Like, I got some opportunities that I was like, dang, I'm shocked. I'm shocked to get an opportunity to do a spec ad for New Balance. I'm shocked to book a shoot with this brand or this brand. So it was like that one moment where I decided to really start putting myself out there. That's when opportunities started to kind of flow. And then I met one photographer that has hooked me up with several different gigs, and that's been nice too, because it's like any new work that's gonna be on portfolio, that's gonna be on my resume for modeling. And that's something that I always wanted to just do, bro. Like, when I finished being an athlete, bro, like, it was a lot of things where I really got to change the settings on this this Mac, because it keeps, like, dimming on me. I'm sorry if I keep interrupting a video with the mouse. But, like, dude, when I finished being an athlete, bro, it was like, I don't know. I didn't know what to do, bro. Like, it was an identity crisis big time. I had to figure out what my identity was. So I kept reading self-help books. I was really into, like, developing myself and making myself a better person. And, dude, that was really tough for me. Like, and I made a lot of decisions at that time. I made a lot of decisions to close certain chapters of my life, because when track was over and I felt like I reached my peak in that sport, I was like, if I don't get past college, like, that's it, bro. Like, I'm not finna, if I don't make Olympic trials, that's it. That's it. I'm gonna close that chapter. Cause, like, I was really close. I remember in 2022, I almost hit trial time. Sorry, I almost hit trial time in 2022. And, bro, like, I was excited. I had the school record. I was doing big things, bro. And then it kind of, like, went downhill. COVID happened. I was still training. No excuses. I'm not letting that bother me. But I ended up doing terrible that next season. I'm not gonna lie, I did bad. And it was nothing like, after that season, that's when I knew. I was like, this is the end. And I remember, shout outs to my moms and grandma that came to my last track meet. But I remember my very last track meet, I finished the national champion, but it was the best experience, and it was bittersweet too. It literally almost made me like I don't be crying. I'm not like, you gotta be emotional and stuff like that. That's one time I got pretty emotional. I can't lie. Like I was I remember looking at that track and being like, yo, this is gonna be my last race. So that's it. After this, that's it. And I remember after college, I had coaches hitting me from different states that want me to do post collegiate training. They seen some type of potential in me, which I really didn't even see that in myself, to be honest. I seen that I could do big things, but at the same time, I was like, dude, like, there's other stuff that I want to do, and there's other stuff that I feel like could use. I don't know, like a different side of me, a different talent, something. Like I was kind of done with sport because, dude, I've been doing it for such a long time, and I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't easy, but I had to let it go. A couple other guys that I knew, they kept going, doing their thing. I couldn't see myself just continuing to run, train, and then work too. Excuse me. I had already did that school and train. That was enough, bro. That was enough. Like I was not about to work a regular job. And I remember the guy talking to me and telling me, bro, there's so many jobs. You could do DoorDash and all that stuff, which he had a point, bro. But at the same time, I didn't want to do that. Like I had seen other things in my life. I had seen myself doing other things. And I decided to close that chapter. And that's another point I say, like decisions that you make are very important, bro. Like one thing I know is like you can't really live in the past. There's a lot of things that I can live off of and be like, yo, I did this great thing, and this was a great accomplishment. But that was years ago, bro. Like, I'm not living in the past. Like, this is the present. I have to create new memories. I have to create new accomplishments. I have to conquer new things. And that's what I was all about when I had finished being an athlete. It was challenging, yeah, but at the same time, I was trying, bro. Like I was trying to be better, and I was trying to truly pull different. It's like pulling different Malcolms. Like I was trying to pull different sides of me out, just so I could truly find out what I want out of this life and what I want to go after. And some of those things that you could do yourself, like if you trying, bro, and you really wanting to better yourself, props to you, bro. Because I feel like a lot of people don't do that. I feel like a lot of people kind of waste their time. They probably wasting their time chasing after other people and chasing after romance and love and all that stuff, which everybody's worried about relationships. Yeah, that's cool and everything. I'm going to talk about that one day in a video too. Like relationships, of course, especially in 2025. That has to be talked about. I had some experiences, and I could share some of my stories too. But yeah, like, dude, it's crazy as far as decisions go in my life, especially how closing certain chapters of my life turned out to me being at this very moment talking to this camera. It's just crazy. Because if I didn't close that chapter, I probably would have been doing something completely different. I wouldn't have met some of the people that I truly want, that I ran into. I wouldn't have met, like, or had some of the encounters that I had. So having those experiences, I can always look back and be like, dang, like if I were to go this route, like none of this probably wouldn't have happened. So it was best. That was truly best. Sometimes you gotta think about it, be like, yo, all that I'm going through right now and the decisions I had back then, I did what's best. I had to go through what I had to go through to get to this point, because I wouldn't have had some of the good experiences I had. It would have been completely different. So I'm thankful, and I see how things can truly turn out. And it's really going to take some belief in yourself. I can't lie. Like, believing in yourself can be truly tough, especially when it comes to decision making. Because with me, like, sometimes I doubt myself a lot. Like, I'll doubt myself. I'll be like, dang, like, can I really do this? Can I really pull this off? And bro, I'm like way ahead, like truly thinking about it. I can do it. I can do it. Like sometimes you gotta talk to yourself and be like, yo, I can do this or I can conquer this. I truly have to believe in myself, have faith in myself that I can make this happen and go take off and do it, bruh. Cause nobody else, I'm not gonna lie to you, bruh. Nobody else is going to truly pull out whatever motivation you want or truly pull out some like energy to go do something. Like it has to be you, bro. It's plenty of content creators on here making self-development videos and bettering self, bro. But it gets to a point, bro. Like you have to take care of yourself. You have to go after the things yourself. Take action and just do, bro. It's always gonna be videos online about certain things that you can do. There's so 50 million things, but life can humble you, bro, and life is gonna be your biggest teacher. So go with the flow, bro. Do what you need to do and handle up, cause, bro, like I said, we got a short life. It might seem long, but bro, it moves. And trust, like whenever I turned 20 years old, I was thinking I had a lot of time, which I did, but at the same time, you don't think it's gonna go as fast. But the thing is, what I'm grateful for is like the experiences I've had, the lessons I learned, all that. That's something that you really gotta be thankful for. It's like all that you gone through and all that you've gotten over. You made it out and you made something happen. Like you still alive, you still here. So it's still room to grow and still room to keep going. So really with decisions, there's no like right or like this is the right decision for me. This is gonna be it. Cause bro, like you can make that decision. It could be the worst thing that happened in your life. You don't know. So you kind of just gotta make the decision what you feel best for your life. If it don't work out, you pivot. You go do something else. You pivot and you pivot and you pivot until you truly find what you really want and what you really want to get out of this life. That's something that I really love is when people pivot, because I feel like I've made pivots several times through these past couple of years, but it's truly helped me discover what I want, bro. I'm like gonna become the side quest guy. Like I feel like doing side quest and just doing the things that are just odd and way off. I'm gonna be doing those things. I might be in the States right now and then I might be in like somewhere in Africa helping kids or doing something else. Bro, like that's me. That is me. Like I will do the side quest because I know ultimately it leads to something so much greater. And sometimes you just gotta have an open mind like that. I know a lot of people aren't up to take those full risk, but in my mind, I'm like, it's better than being extremely comfortable and just sitting in the same spot forever. That's one thing about me. I'm like, I cannot sit still for the longest. Like, I'm like, what's next? After like, usually like after a year, I'm like, what's next, bro? What's next in store for me? Um, but yeah, decisions are important, but at the same time, there is no like straight path. There's not gonna be like a clear line that you can go down and that's it. It's gonna be a roller coaster, but you gotta buckle up, hold on, and go through it. Because especially if you set out to do something and you know where you want to land, bro. Yeah, it's not gonna be a straight line, but at the same time, you can get through those up and down roller coaster ride. You can get through that, bruh. So, yeah, decisions are cool. I think I'm gonna continue to make videos like this and just have raw talks because I feel like it's gonna be cool to just speak my mind and just upload to my channel. And if you guys like the video, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I would really appreciate if you show love in the comments or whatever. That would be nice. also too, like, dude, I don't know. Life has just been. I'm ready to truly embark on a new path, and I feel like at this point, it's now or never in my head. I'm like, it's now or just I just won't get to it. So I have to go. Cause I'm not gonna sit on my deathbed and be like, dang, like what if I did this at this time, bro? Nah, I can't do it. Anytime I think about that, I'm like, nah, I can't do it, bro. Like that's not gonna happen. So if you out there and you watching this video, bro, you can't always make the perfect decisions, but make the decision that you feel is best for you. Just know it won't be a straight line. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride. It's gonna be an up and downhill battle. But you will make it. And that's the beauty of it. That's life, yo. And I'm just glad I get to be here talking in front of this camera and actually share with you some of my stories. So, like I say, if you like this video, like this format, I appreciate you if you comment. And I'll see y'all on the next video, bruh.